The year of the dragon is almost here, and I'm gonna teach you 6 cocktails inspired by Chinese culture. We're gonna have fire, we're gonna have dragons, we're gonna have a cocktail for love. This is gonna be an amazing episode. Let's start this video off right. We are going to start with the Lychee Love Dragon. So in Chinese culture, the lychee fruit is a symbol of love. I believe that's because if you look at the shape of it, it kind of looks like a heart. Brings good luck as well. So we're gonna start with Amaretti's Lychee Beverage Infusion, a little bit of vodka, sour cherry schnapps for that beautiful pink color, kind of similar to love. We're gonna balance all that off with a little bit of citrus in the form of a lime. So lychee martini is a pretty common drink to celebrate the Chinese New Year. This is kind of a twisted up version. Instead of doing lychee juice, we're gonna do this amazing beverage infusion. We're gonna do vodka, and we're gonna add a little bit of cherry flavor in there. So let's start with our vodka. We're gonna do 1.5 ounces. Let's do 1 ounce of sour cherry schnapps. This will give it a nice bright pink color. And let's do 1 ounce of lychee beverage infusion. Can't forget a little bit of citrus here. Let's throw in plenty of hand flavored ice. Let's shake it up. Let's pour it out. We have that beautiful pink color. I'm not great with lychee. You know, I'm about as white as they come. I'm from Ohio. So I didn't know what to do with a fresh lychee fruit. So I did grab some of the more expensive cocktail cherries. These are delicious. That's why I'm gonna eat one. And that is the definition of love. Cheers, the Lychee Love Dragon. I love this drink. It's perfectly balanced. You get the lychee, you get the citrus, you get sour cherry. It's just a really easy drink to make. It's really easy to drink. It's perfect for bringing in the new year, and martinis are kind of that like Valentine's Day vibe to it. So I think this is perfect as doubling for a Valentine's Day drink, as well as something perfect for bringing in the new year. So if you need luck and love, make this little Love Dragon martini. I guarantee whoever tries it is gonna love you. That's it for the Love Dragon. Let's keep it moving. So this is the year of the dragon. I can't just make one dragon cocktail and call it a day. Next, I'm gonna make the Golden Dragon, which actually symbolizes something totally different than my little Love Dragon. The Golden Dragon symbolizes strength, wealth, power, and prosperity. So you're definitely gonna wanna make this one. What you're gonna need is a dragon fruit. Obviously, it's a dragon themed cocktail. We finally had to get to the good stuff. Golden kiwi infusion, white rum, and mango juice. So let's start this off strong. We'll do 2 ounces of a white rum, your choice, whatever you like. And now we're actually gonna cut up this dragon fruit into quarters. Oh, I fucking love dragon fruit. It actually doesn't have that much taste to it, but I think it's just because it's exotic, it's so fun. And we're gonna save a little half slice for the garnish. In the meantime though, we're gonna muddle up a slice of it. You know what, we better do 2, because the dragon fruit flavor is just not that strong. I compare it to almost like watermelon with less flavor. So we'll do 1.5 little circles of it. But this one does taste really good. It's really refreshing. We'll save those for the garnish. Now dragon fruit's pretty weak. You might not need to muddle it up, but given that I'm not the perfectionist by any means, but I just want as much of that dragon fruit flavor as possible to be in there. Let's add 2 ounces of mango juice and finish that with 3/4 ounce of our golden kiwi. Oh, that smells so delicious and refreshing. Add in our hand flavored ice and we shake. Now the last thing we're gonna need in this cocktail is a bunch of seeds, so let's go ahead and double strain that. Now before we try this, let's toss in a nice slice of dragon fruit. And I think just to make it a little bit more fun, we'll throw in an entire garnish for that. And there you have it, that is the Golden Dragon. It doesn't even taste like there's alcohol in here, which is ironic for my drink of strength. The mango and the kiwi are the star flavors here. They pair together perfectly. But you do get that subtle dragon fruit flavor. It's not anything crazy, it's just delicious, it's there. You're getting most of that kiwi in there, which I just think is so fitting given that it's a golden dragon and a golden kiwi. Delicious drink, my favorite so far. Let's keep it rolling. So the next drink is very simple. We are going to make a Rising Dragon Mimosa. Now the idea here is to have a light red color, which is actually to ward off evil spirits. So to make this, we're gonna need a little bit of orange juice because it just wouldn't be a mimosa without it. Of course, the prosecco. And it's a Rising Dragon. Let's get some beautiful dragon syrup in there. To make this most beautiful, let's just do a little splash of orange juice, maybe 1 ounce. I don't think anyone measures their mimosas out, so we're not going to. Pour in our prosecco. Wait for that to go down a little bit. This is always my least favorite day to bartend with Sunday brunch, because making mimosas, there's just not a fast way to do it. Let's squeeze in a little bit of our dragon fruit syrup. And I think the Rising Dragon is a perfect name, the way the syrup kind of sunk down, rose up, and you get that beautiful ombre color. Just to be a little bit more professional, let's give that syrup a little bit of a stir. Cheers. Oh yeah. Adding just a little bit of syrup is an extremely easy way to elevate your cocktails. We wanted that light red color to ward off the spirits. It literally rose up. I think that's probably the coolest part of this drink. So I think this is by far, visually, my absolute favorite. Let's keep it rolling with another easy cocktail. Now our next cocktail is going to be the Jade Stone Mule. The Jade Stone in Chinese culture is absolutely invaluable. It represents wisdom, purity, and loyalty. So let's make a bright jade green cocktail. Now, normally I would make a mule in a copper mug, but for the sake of the drink, we want it to be that jade color, and I want you guys to see that. We're gonna throw it in our clear little, I guess, flower pot kind of looking thing. It looks almost like some of the mule cups, but clear, so I think it's gonna work just fine. Anytime you go out to a bar, they are going to build your mule in a glass. Now, if you want it to be super extra, you could shake your citrus. I don't think it's necessary here. We want a quick, fun cocktail to celebrate with. So let's fill your glass with ice, and we are going to do 1.5 ounces of Cocalero Green. This is an Andean herbal spirit. It's super delicious. It's as if Jaeger wasn't trash. That's our first green color. We're also going to need a little bit of melon liqueur, of course the ginger beer, a little bit of lime juice for citrus, and a little bit of mint for that refreshing, more green color. Let's do 1 ounce of melon liqueur, a squeeze of our fresh citrus, and I'm using a diet ginger beer. I think, you know, these are two sweeter spirits. It just makes sense to do that. Let's give that a stir. I think that's a beautiful jade color, but the drink's not done yet. We gotta make a garnish here. Let's toss in a lime wedge. And now here's the fun part. Let's slap some mint, release all the oils in there without shaking it. There you have it, there's our Jade Stone Mule. Wow, that is delicious, holy shit. That might be one of the best cocktails I've ever made. We barely topped it off with ginger beer, just about 2 or 3 ounces, and all you're getting is herbal, refreshing deliciousness, which was a tough decision to actually put the melon in there. But I needed that jade emerald color, and that was the best way to do it. Fortunately, it didn't compromise the cocktail at all. That's delicious, wow. I have nothing else to say. The Jade Stone Mule is delicious. Maybe my best drink today. Let's keep it moving. All right, so this next cocktail doesn't represent anything in Chinese culture, just something I thought would be fun. We are going to make the flaming dragon's blood. What you're gonna need here is dragon fruit syrup, my favorite, a little bit of dark rum, a blood orange. How could I almost forget? A little bit of 151 for a little bit of fire. All right, so let's start with 2 ounces of our dark rum. Let's do 3/4 ounce of dragon fruit syrup. That is so thick, I feel like it's gonna really nail that blood effect that we want. Now my blood orange isn't super deep red, but this is definitely a blood orange. We're gonna squeeze juice from a whole blood orange into there. Before we shake this up, so I want to use this blood orange later, so we're actually gonna reverse squeeze it so we get it back into a perfect little circle like so. Let's add our ice. I feel like a cracked glass is the perfect representation for flaming dragon blood. Before we destroy this with 151, as fun as it is, let's try it and find out how it actually tastes. Ooh, that is, for 3 ingredients, that's pretty complex. I think the dark rum plays perfectly with the dragon fruit, gives it that like deeper flavor almost. And then blood oranges actually, at least the ones I have a little bit of a raspberry taste to it. So I'm not getting as much orange as I am getting like a dragon fruit raspberry cocktail with that dark rum flavor. Super delicious, super fun. I'm loving this one. Here's the fun part. I didn't want to ruin this drink and just pour a bunch of 151 in it. So we're gonna take our hollowed out blood orange, toss it right in there like a little boat, fill it with a little bit of 151. Let's light it up. And that is my flaming dragon's blood. Now we are going to very safely extinguish this and move on to our final cocktail. We are on to the final drink, and we are going to finish this off with something calm, a calming tonic. Now blue is a symbol of just relaxation, calming, it brings a lot of zen, And for this cocktail, I wanted to do something out of my comfort zone. I've been making delicious drinks, right? I always do that, at least I think so anyway. But I wanted to try something new, and I actually got a spirit that's actually made in China. This is Cocalero, I think, if I'm saying it right. And it's a wheat spirit that's 62%. That is strong. That is the equivalent of like 115 proof. So let's try this, and let's try to make, you know, ironically, a calming elixir with it. You know, I don't think I've done it a lot on camera where I'm trying a new spirit, so I'm really excited to do this. It smells unlike anything I've ever tried before. Let's pour this over a little bit of ice. I'm afraid 62% is kind of scary. Cheers. I mean, it's strong, but it's not bad. Oh, this is not a wheat spirit. It has 10% wheat. It has 90% sorghum. I have no idea what sorghum is, so let's look it up. We are learning on the job today. I was at the liquor store, I was like, I need a Chinese liquor to really bring this series together. Plus I'm gonna be doing Avatar cocktails, another, you know, great TV show based on Chinese culture. I need a Chinese spirit, I need to learn how to use it. So let's see what sorghum is. So sorghum is actually used in a lot of cereals. It's a grass plant. So there it is. It is a sorghum spirit. All right, anyway, let's make our drink. You're going to need your own sorghum spirit to make this. A little bit of blue carousel for that calming color. Tonic. Now instead of doing, you know, normally you do a tonic with a lime juice, we're gonna do grapefruit. It should make it this really nice royal blue color. So let's get it. Because this spirit is pretty strong, let's just do 1.5 ounces instead of a full 2 ounces. Let's do 1 ounce of blue carousel. Now we're gonna do juice from half of a grapefruit. And we're just gonna be filthy animals and squeeze this into that. I need to get a juicer that can handle grapefruit. I feel like that would be so badass. And a lot more sanitary. You see your bartender doing this and I would immediately leave personally, but there we are, our extremely messy drink. And let's top it with tonic water. This has been the least relaxing tonic ever made that is supposed to be calming. Top it with about 4 or 5 ounces. Let's complete this. Throw in a slice of grapefruit. Give this a little stir. And there it is. This is our calming elixir. Let's try it. Wow, that's weird. The sorghum is just something I've never tasted before, and it's so prominent. I like it a lot better now that it's been mixed into a cocktail. I think the bitterness of the tonic, the strong liquor, they're the strongest flavors. I don't even really feel like there's grapefruit in here, and I squeezed a lot of grapefruit juice. I want to say that is the equivalent of about 1.5 ounces. You don't get a lot of citrus. Citrus is like the underlying tone, and that sorghum spirit is just powering through everything. It's actually really delicious. It's the perfect color, and I think it's the perfect way to end the cocktail series inspired by the Year of the Dragon. If I was gonna rank them, number 1 goes to the Jade Stone Mule. 5 out of 5 stars. It's beautiful, it's easy to make, it's simple, just delicious. After that, I gotta go with simplicity again. The Rising Dragon Mimosa, again, knocks it out of the park. It's so simple and it was so easy, I gotta give it another 5 stars. The Golden Dragon was delicious, but the kiwi was just a little bit too much. It was more powerful than anything else. It's balanced, but strong in the kiwi flavor. So I'm gonna give that one a 4 star. The Lychee Love Dragon, again, 4 stars. Was amazing, it just wasn't anything outstanding. We're gonna follow that up with the Calming Elixir. A lot of fun. I just don't think I'm quite used to this sorghum spirit, so I'm just gonna give this one 3 stars. I've never been a fan of gin and tonics, to be fair, so maybe this sorghum spirit tonic will be my new favorite. And finally, in dead last, we have the Flaming Dragon Blood. I just don't think there was a lot of creativity behind this drink, if I'm being honest. I think all the other ones represented something in Chinese culture, and this one was just my wild American self wanting to light something on fire and call it dragon's blood. So it was delicious in that element, but as far as creativity goes, I'm just gonna give this a 3-star drink. So there you have it, guys. I hope you have 6 amazing drinks to bring in the Year of the Dragon with, and I hope you join me in the next episode.